Hey there, welcome to Ben's Eco Adventure and welcome to a review of my electric bike company Model A. Let's get into it. So one of the most important things I want you, the viewer, to know is that this review is not sponsored. I bought this bike with my own money and I'm not part of any affiliate program or getting any free samples or anything like that. Unfortunately, a lot of the reviews I've seen of electric bikes, not just with this company, but with pretty much all the companies, are reviews by affiliates or people who get like a free one to try out or something like that. So I'm here to give you my honest opinion of something I spent my hard-earned money on. Well, overall, I think this is a pretty good bike. I've had some moderately serious issues that I think I need to tell you about. So I ordered my bike back in May of 2024, and this is a custom order. I got to specify exactly what I wanted, the color, the handlebars, the seat, any attachments, that kind of stuff. And that part was all great. The first issue I had, which isn't like a deal breaker, I think, was their initial estimate for how long it would take from the time I ordered till the time the bike was delivered was way off. They were saying it would take maybe 4 to 6 weeks, and it ended up taking just about 3 months. That's not the end of the world, but it gets to kind of a recurring problem that I'm having with Electric Bike Company. When they shipped the bike, it came in a very well packaged box. It was on a wooden pallet and all very well protected. There wasn't any damage that I could see from shipping. So that part was really good. But that gets into the first issue I noticed, which was I ordered some accessories, particularly attachments for the rack back here, as part of my order of the bike itself. And we're now in September of 2024, and those accessories have yet to show up. The other issue I've had is that the included charger that plugs into the wall for the battery on this bike, the one I got initially, was only kind of sort of occasionally working. And if I can, I'll put in a little video overlay of what it was doing. Basically, it would blink and it would charge the battery very, very slowly. If I left it plugged in basically for a whole week, it might get back up to charge, but that's not how even that one was supposed to work. So for both of these issues, I've contacted the company and I said, hey, I've got a couple issues, not a big deal, but can you help me out? Can you figure out maybe we can get a new charger? And can you send me those accessories that I ordered as part of my initial order? And that to me is the biggest issue here. I have had so much problems just getting a hold of somebody. It's not that the people at the company are rude or inconsiderate or don't want to help you. Everybody I've actually managed to talk to has been great. But the problem is I've called, I've emailed, I've sent Facebook messages, I even sent something in the mail, and once in a while I'll get somebody who's actually able to help me, maybe with one little part of one issue, but there just isn't good customer service from this company. So at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about whether or not I actually recommend this bike, because I think I want to talk about the bike itself for a little bit. So I love the way this thing looks. I think it looks great, and it's even better that you can specify exactly what color you want and any of the accessories and that kind of thing. So getting a bike exactly how I want it is one of the reasons why I went with Electric Bike Company versus a lot of the other e-bike makers out there. This is almost infinitely customizable. In terms of riding the bike, I'm actually probably not a very good person to review an e-bike because this is literally the first e-bike that I have ever ridden. My friend Melinda, shout out to her, offered to let me ride her e-bike just to try it out, and I was never able to take her up on that offer. So I don't have a good point of comparison for this bike compared to a lot of the other bikes out there. Now I know with any e-bike, riding it is actually a lot of fun. It's really nice to have the pedal assistance, and this bike, if you don't know, has both the ability to do pedal assistance to kind of push you along while you're pedaling, and it also has a thumb throttle. So if you want to be entirely lazy and just let the bike do all the work for you, this bike will do it. I think I should also mention this is a Class 2 e-bike. There's various classes, which I won't get into. If you want to look that up, feel free. But this bike is also legal to ride on our local bike trails here. Now you should check your local laws and regulations to see. Here in Ohio, e-bikes up to Class 2 are legal to ride on bike paths. Other good things about the bike, I find it fairly comfortable to ride for long distances. It's pretty easy going in terms of the position, and the seat is comfortable. One thing I love is that the display actually has a light sensor. So if you ride under a bridge or through a tunnel or it's dark out, it'll actually automatically turn on the headlights and taillights for you. And I think that's pretty cool. Now, this is just the basic battery that comes with a Model A when you order it. I didn't get any kind of upgrade or anything. And this battery, at least for me, seems to have more than enough range. I'm seeing probably at least 50 or so miles with the kind of riding I do. Usually I have pedal assistance on, and I'm not riding up any really big steep hills or very high elevation change or anything like that. So that part's good. Now, I do maybe have some criticisms, which again, not knowing a lot about e-bikes, may apply to other ones, may not, I don't know. But when you're riding this at a higher pedal assist level, one thing I've noticed is that the motor starts making kind of a whooshing noise sometimes, just maybe when you're on a slight upslope under certain conditions. It's not too annoying, it just seems kind of unusual. And on the same subject, the motor, just the regular noise of it, you can definitely hear it when you're riding. I would have liked it if it was a little bit more quiet. It's not obnoxious, but it's definitely not completely silent riding. Let's really get to the heart of the matter here. Would I recommend that you buy this bike? And unfortunately, the answer is probably not. I would say if you live in Southern California near the Electric Bike Company showroom and factory, or if perhaps in your area there is a bike dealer that sells these, knows them well, and you like and can work with, maybe in those scenarios, I would say yes, I would recommend it. But given the customer service experience I've had, even though I like the bike itself, I would really struggle to recommend this to most people. The other thing I'll say in favor of having a local bike shop, actually brick and mortar, is that when I got the bike, I needed to adjust the angle of the seat and the angle of the handlebars and stuff like that, just kind of dial it in a little bit. When it was right out of the box, I found it slightly uncomfortable, but I managed to make those kinds of adjustments. If you're handy and you don't mind turning a wrench and doing that kind of stuff, that's probably not a big deal. But if you want somebody who's an expert in helping you just dial it in just right, again, go see your local bike shop. Even though I've had some issues, obviously, I am hoping that I can keep this bike for a long time, but I would love to hear from you. If you have an e-bike that you like, please tell me about it. I would love to know what's out there, what's a good brand, what's something I should avoid. Let's have a real discussion in the comments, because unfortunately a lot of what I've seen, as I said at the beginning, is sponsored content, is affiliate stuff and that kind of thing, where maybe they're giving you a good opinion, but can you really trust what they're saying versus somebody who doesn't have a financial incentive to tell you that it's great or not? I don't know. Anyway, I think that about wraps up my review. Again, if you have questions, maybe something specific about this bike that I didn't cover in the video, please leave me a comment. I'll be happy to respond. Just a regular reminder, if you're not already subscribed to Ben's Eco Adventure, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It really does help out. Thanks for watching.